Hey everyone, my name's Henry Fong. I'm the CEO and founder of Yodo1. We help Western game developers monetize and distribute their mobile games in the Chinese market.
Cool. Okay, so that sounds good. So Yodo1, what precisely? Why should we? I'm a Western game developer. Why should I use Yodo1? What's the key tenets of the service?
Well, really, it's about a comprehensive one-stop shop, right? So if you're a mobile games developer, you know that distribution and monetization are two of the things that are really important to you. China is totally different to the rest of the world. Google Play doesn't work here. Amazon doesn't work here, right? Who are the top ad networks? Who are top social networks, right? We kind of demystify all of that, and instead of spending 3 or 6 months researching the market and finding out who to work with, we can help you mobilize your games in China in less than 7 days.
7 days. That's pretty rapid.
Well, that's we hope to be able to get it to even less than 7 days in the very near future.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself. This isn't your first startup, is it?
No, it's Yodo1's my third startup. So my background, done a bit of everything. So I started out as a developer. So all the way back in the olden days of COBOL, mainframe, client server, done networking integration, and then moved back into the business development, commercial arena. Raised a lot of money back during the dot-com boom days, crazy money. Retired for a little bit, and then kind of founded my second startup, which was a company called RTM Asia. That we have been, through RTM Asia, helping Western tech companies expand in the Asian markets for the last 8 years, and helped about 80 tech companies. And last year, at the end of last year, I founded Yodo1 with a core team of ex-colleagues and ex-business partners.
Cool.
And we've grown from 0 to about 100 people in the last 8 months.
That's relatively rapid growth then. So and you've just got your first kind of games coming to the market now.
Yeah, actually, August was our really launch date in China, right? So the first 2 studios that we really work with and focus on, Robot Entertainment and Handy Games. We launched a number of their titles in the China market, and they've been doing relatively well. We're definitely in the 7 figures in terms of active users just during the first month.
That's awesome.
And we are targeting to grow that exponentially in the coming months.
Fantastic. And you've got plenty of studios lined up, I guess, to take advantage.
About 40 of them, yeah.
Okay. So and what's the aspiration? Do you just want to be you're planning to be just the definitive option for bringing games to China?
Our goal is pretty simple. We want to provide the easiest way and the quickest way, and hopefully the most profitable way for Western mobile games developers to mobilize in China.
Cool. And what would you say what's your most unique feature? What is it that keeps you apart from the Tencents or the 9, or say the 7, the 9, or any other the kind of players that are not maybe offering the same service, but certainly trying to help companies come to China? What's the thing that really gets Yodo1 apart?
Yeah, I think there are 2 things. So the first thing is that instead of forcing gamers and forcing game developers to join our network per se, right? Our focus really is on breaking open the top distribution channels in China, the top ad networks in China, the top payment methods in China, right? So helping games developers be able to aggregate and federate, integrate into these networks in a very easy way in a number of days. The second aspect of our differentiator is that our founding team and management team, not only have we been in the China market and know the China market for a long time, we all understand how Western tech companies and Western game companies think. So, we've been educated overseas. We've done a number of companies working with Western tech companies, helping them in Asia. So, trust is a big factor. So, having that respect for intellectual property and understand, what's important to Western game studios.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. And the final question. I mean, if I'm obviously this is a sort of thing you would solve, but if I'm a Western developer or company wanting to come to the Chinese market, it's very exciting right now, very very buzzy, a lot of things happening. What sort of advice would you offer? What's the key piece of advice if I'm going to come?
Why aren't you here already? Is the key question I'd ask you, right? So the market is growing so rapidly. You know, literally there's going to be 200 million smartphones in China by the end of this year, and it's doubling every year. So, and to put it in perspective, even with 200 million smartphones in China, that's less than 20% penetration rate. So there's still a lot of growth left. Monetization-wise, it's not where it needs to be right now, but just with the pure volume of handsets that are being sold here, I think it's a market that you can't afford not to look at. And with volumes increasing and monetization improving, now is the time to learn how to do China really well, because if you don't, the competition will.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.